guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week I'm going to be showing you how to make DIY fabric pumpkins for ridiculously cheap. So I made my pumpkins out of an old sheet and just old scrap fabric that I had, and the stems are actually made out of paper. It's the brown paper. I get mine at the dollar store, but you can pretty much get that at Walmart, Joann's, Michael's, anywhere. Other than the fabric and the paper, all you're gonna need is some thread. I recommend using a thicker thread and a needle. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this DIY fabric pumpkin tutorial. DIY thingy. So here I used a scrap piece of fabric and I'm just folding it over 2 times to create a circle. You can see here it took me a few times. Now on this particular one, I didn't want a perfect circle. I wanted it to have these little divots on it just to add a little bit of bulkiness on the edges and gave it more dimension. Now on the other one you see there, I traced a circle around a bowl that I had in my kitchen. Now here I'm just running a needle around the edges of the fabric, and it doesn't have to be great stitch work, just kind of get it in and out in a running stitch. Now I'm just stuffing it with some polyfill stuffing and gathering up the thread. Now here's a piece of brown paper. I just folded it in half and trimmed it. Drop it. And now I just put my finger in the middle of it and twist it up. To tie it off, I just pulled it taut and made a knot at the end and trimmed off the string. Now here's unfortunately what happens when you overstuff your pumpkin or you use thin thread. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it enlightens you to the beauty that is fabric pumpkins. I know that before I did this tutorial, or project I should say, I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but before I did this project I had bought pumpkins from both Michael's and Walmart. I originally bought it from Michael's and I didn't like the quality as much because, you know, I'm not gonna pay a ton of money. They have beautiful pumpkins at Michael's, but I wasn't buying the beautiful pumpkins. I was buying the cheap ones. But still, the cheap ones were $20. Altogether, I bought 3. It was a little over $20 for them. And then I returned those because they didn't really work for me, and then I went to Walmart and I got pumpkins from there. And still it was $20, and when I got them home I was gonna have to paint them and I was gonna have to adjust them, and they were still just plastic pumpkins. So I ended up returning those and I had to DIY it myself, you know? I guess I don't know when to quit or when to just let it go, let it go. Overall, I really love how this turned out. It was super easy. My only recommendation to you is that you use thick thread and a thinner fabric. You can use a thicker fabric, it's not a big deal. If it pops, you just restring it, but just don't overstuff your pumpkins and be ginger when you're pulling it taut. But anyway, I hope you all have amazing weeks, and again, I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye guys!